We're going to keep you guys excited. Let's talk about the man under center for Minnesota Duluth. Kyle Walljasper is a name that has haunted defensive coordinators across the country and across the NSIC for longer than I can remember. And fellas, when we go in, we take a look at the success that Kyle Walljasper has had inside of the conference. Take a look here. The Bulldog marking his turf.
Look at
this
this.
is Walljasper's record against every NSIC team since 2022. He's undefeated against most, maybe one loss against some. This is a man that once said, I'm not a baseball player, I'm a football player. Maybe I'll go out of bounds, but I'm not sliding. He embodies what it means to be a dog. This is a guy that has fared with some of the best in conference competition. Only a few teams have had his number inside of NSIC play. He squats 600 pounds. He runs a 4.7 40-yard dash. What would it take to put you in front of one of those guys running down the field?
Maybe a Ford, like a truck, maybe, just to get in the way. I actually had Coach Vogler on the left hash call this summer, and he said before this dude stepped on campus, offensively, their philosophy was a lot different. Not as many quarterback runs, but as soon as Kyle Walljasper got to Duluth, everything changed.
Correct. Absolutely. This is currently ranked 6th in UMD history in career passing yards, 5th in total career offense. Last season, he earned the 10th spot in the single season offensive production category. He's got over 2,600 career rushing yards. He needs 180 yards today to break Amori Bowden's number 10 spot record. That would make him one of 3 Bulldogs in the top 10 inside of that category.
Wow.
This guy has intimidated people across the line of scrimmage for so long. You had the chance to play against him. What was it like lining up against Walljasper?
I mean, I'll say this about him. His size is deceiving because that dude can fly. For how big he is, I mean, chasing him down the sideline is a chore in itself. That guy's got a great arm. Honestly, if they take care of the ball today and he rushes the ball somewhat well, I don't see a way this Mankato team's going to stop him on defense.
We talk with Coach Hoffner. He obviously has a ton of respect for Walljasper and what this Duluth offense has been able to do. Seth, from the perspective of a offensive signal caller and coordinator, what do you do when you have someone that multifaceted inside of the offense and also someone who's unafraid to take that physical beating and be the bell cow for your offense?
Well, it's actually funny you mentioned that because River Falls very similar. We were there a week ago. They're they do very similar things. Actually, Coach Vogler and Joe Matheson, they actually worked together for a while, right, at the University of Minnesota, I believe, or at South, I believe. Can't remember. But anyways.
One of the two.
We'll figure it out. We'll let you know later.
Notes.
Right? But very similar, right? It's a nightmare game plan against if you are defensive coordinator, right? You can load the box, great. He's got a great arm too. If you want to play back, right, he's going to eat you alive in the run game.
He absolutely is. There is not a man on this roster that embodies the University of Minnesota Duluth more than the guy on your screen. Kyle Walljasper suits up at quarterback. The 3-time captain for the Bulldogs is the face of Duluth, the face of this program, and I would bear to say probably one of the fan favorites here for Duluth. We'll take that as a yes. They certainly had a great energy so far. Once again, if you're just joining us live from Minnesota Duluth inside of the tailgate, here are the scenes from Duluth ahead of the matchup against Minnesota State Mankato. The Bulldogs have come alive inside of the tailgate. I know this show is called Small School Saturday. There is nothing small about this segment, this energy, this tailgate and environment. I have been floored and blown away. What a great introduction to Duluth for the boys.